Hello there, Salas. Welcome back to the FullStyle Inc channel for another video. My name is Nadia and I am the founder of FullStyle Inc. Hi guys, how are you doing? How are my beautiful Salas doing? How are we doing? How are we holding up? What's happening? What's going on? Talk me through it. Tell me down in the comments below how have you been doing? What's been going on? April and May been a month. I don't know about y'all, but it's been a month. So I'm here with another video, and this one is going to be a sit down talk video because, child, when I tell you the struggle is real. Yo, the struggle is so real. It is affecting my sewing projects. It is getting out. Is it me or is it someone else? So I've been talking and without even introducing the video. As you can see from the title and the thumbnail, this is some of my failed sewing projects, particularly failed sewing projects dealing with sewing patterns. I have had a time or two sewing with sewing patterns. As you guys know, I started off freehanding a lot of my clothing, tracing clothes that I already had, making mock-ups and sewing them, or upcycling pieces. So I don't have a lot of hands-on with, I didn't have a lot of hands-on with sewing patterns. It wasn't until I want to say 2018 that I started getting into sewing patterns, and then more and more frequently I have been using them. However, child, when I tell you, it can't just be me, because I've heard other people say some of the patterns are very unclear. I have had to stop what I'm doing to go find a video to explain what I'm doing. And that's annoying, especially if I call myself recording a video showing you guys how I made said piece from said pattern. So I'm going to get into it. The first one, and by no means is this a bash or a rant dealing with any of these companies or people that are associated with these patterns. This is just, I'm showing you guys everyone can't be a winner. I'm not out here with 100% proof on the skills. I'm still finding things out for myself. First one up is Simplicity Pattern 8985. This is one in a collaboration with Mimi G. This is the wrap duster dress situation with the pants. As you guys know from the video I did back in March about my my fabric haul and my sewing plans for the spring, this was one of the ones that was on top of the list. This was one of the ones I was really excited to get to, and I even told you I already have a fabric in mind that I was going to sew with. Well, guys, when I say that this sewing pattern was a doozy, there were certain things I was like, huh? What? I was already working with not having all the materials. I didn't have interfacing. I had to like piece together some interfacing. So there are certain parts of the pattern of the piece that doesn't have interfacing. And that's my fault. I understand that's on me. As well as what I will also take responsibility for is that I use a material, a fabric that they didn't have listed on the fabric suggestions. I used a velvet. That's not up here. So those are two things, but there were certain parts of the instructions that I really couldn't understand. So here is the piece. Here she is. She's up and functional. You know, I've worn her a few times. However, she's not what I wanted. I wanted a long, flowy velvet duster. I'm disappointed in the logistics of, or the built, the body of this, because it has you to cut a top and the bottom from the fabric. So you have a top of the shirt and the tail of the shirt. And it shows it on the back. There's an elastic. I don't know if it's just how it situates on me because of my body type and everything. If I was to, when I wear this, and I would insert clips so you guys can see, when I wear this, the middle section, this waistline, it lays there. It's limp. It's unseemly, and I'm not happy about it. But at the same time, when I close it up and try to have it like the wrap dress, it don't look right either. So I'm just like, 5 yards of velvet, mind you, like 4.5. And you mean to tell me I can't? I'm a little disappointed. So this was a fail. You guys didn't get that video. You didn't get that video. I don't know what I did that week, because this was like a month and a half ago. You guys didn't get that video, and I moved on. So the next sewing fail that I had, guys, and this one is the most disappointing of it all. Like, I literally cried. There were actual tears. There were several tears. There was anger. There was real anger. Is another Simplicity fabric in collaboration with Mimi G, and it is for this jumpsuit. You guys see this? Again, this was in my video with the fabric haul, and I was so excited to talk about it. The instructions on this wasn't too complicated, but there was moments I did have to go watch one of her videos about it, because I couldn't understand what the words were saying. I had to watch somebody do it, and that's using my learning method. I'm a visual learner, so I usually have to watch someone do it, but I feel like that's too much at times. I should be able to read the instructions and understand what it's saying. However, the fault came again. I went through and I read. So you guys know I had that beautiful crepe, printed crepe from Mood. Oh my God. $15 a yard. I got that beautiful crepe. And I graded my fabric, especially for the pants, because I knew I had, 1, gained weight, and 2, this only goes up to a size 28. And I'm usually a 28-30 when it comes to the wideness of my hips and my butt. My waist is most like a 26-24, but I need extra circumference for the da-dunk. Okay, y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all know, y'all picking up when I'm laying down. And so I graded. One of the stylists asked me if I was going to share a video on how to grade. I'm still learning myself. I haven't had any 100% success rate to share that with you guys yet. And this pattern proved it. I went up 2 sizes on the pants. But guess what? I went up 2 sizes on the pants, and I still added panels on both sides of the butt of the pants, the top, the waist, the top half of the pants, before I inserted the zipper. But tell me why, when I go to try this on, and I'm done, like, I'm like, when I say the zipper in, all I gotta do is hem the thing and add the button at the back for the closure. When I ask my mom to help me zip this thing up, it zips up over my butt, but does not want to go over. It zips up my butt, but don't want to go over my butt, up my back. My back fat. It fit, but my back fat. The zipper didn't want to go up all the way. It fit on the pants. It was a little tight, but not my back. When I say I'm confounded, I got upset. You know, the zipper broke. The zipper was an older zipper. It was a reusable zipper. I had a bag of zippers from like a thrift store, so it was old. It broke. I wasn't too upset about it. It was cool because my mom was trying to try on the jumpsuit. She was trying to try it on and trying to keep it. I put in, luckily, Miss Bats, she had a few days later sent me a bunch of other stuff, some more supplies, and some of them was some zippers, and it was the length that I needed. I put in a new zipper. I took out the panels I have put in for the pants, and I got longer strips and a little wider, and I wizardry to put in 2 other panels to go along the back for the zipper to fit it. When I tell you again, that thing wouldn't zip up on me. It wouldn't close. The anger I felt because I cut into that $15 a yard fabric, crying because my mom had wanted it. I told her adamantly, no, absolutely not. I've been making clothes from sheets and curtains. No. Y'all, I had to give it to God. I had to literally give it to God. I had to check myself, and that is only a jumpsuit. And I had to refit it. Well, I took out the panels, I put back in the zipper, and I gave it to my mom for Mother's Day. I'm gonna try to get clips of her in it, and so maybe I would still upload the video because the garment is finished. Like I said, I needed help with some certain things, but I don't know. Is it my body? Is it my body? Another project that this was so long ago, the fail, I don't even remember what all went wrong. And it is, I swear I'm not coming for simplicity. I promise you. I got a pattern here that's not simplicity. I got two. I promise you I'm not coming for simplicity. It is simplicity 8472, and this one is in collaboration with Ashley Neil Tipton. And when I tell you guys, when Ashley won Project One Way, and then she went off to make patterns, when I say I was so excited to get my hands on these patterns, you guys know I have two other patterns, and you guys are familiar with the one that I did with the bodysuit. I've made that bodysuit 2 times for YouTube already, and 1 time just for myself. And so I love that jumpsuit. I love that bodysuit. I'm sorry. However, no one else has recorded videos on these patterns. So I'm just blind in the wind. This coat, I brought a bulk of African fabric. Anybody knows what Akana African fabric is, you know that it usually comes in one whole piece, 6 yards. 6 yards, right? This thing for my size, coat B. Which one's coat B? Coat B. For my size, the width of the fabric being 60 yards is 4. What is this? 4 3/4, right? So a little bit more than 4.5 yards. I don't know what went wrong. First, I think the first thing went wrong was with these parts, the lapels. I had issues with those. I think I cut the wrong ones for this or whatever. I think I cut this out at a 32. I probably cut out at a 30, 32 because I knew I wanted it to be a little bit oversized because I would love to wear sweatshirts and sweaters underneath it. So I had cut it a little bigger. When I tell you this thing don't wrap, I don't get no wrap. And the sleeves were too small. It was lined. And the sleeves were too small. I mean tight. I mean like my arm belly in, and I'm definitely not finna get no sweater underneath it. Y'all. Here she go. I've had this thing for years. I used some stretchy upcycled knit material that I had from like a skirt or something, and I made me some sleeves, and she just opened. She just an open long duster now. She not a coat. And I wanted a coat. I really wanted that coat. Y'all, when the struggle. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm not perfect. I don't know what I'll be doing half the time. Let's move on. So, we coming forward in time. Actually, we're going back. We're going all over the place. So, next one is... Oh, I didn't bring up the little thing. I would put it on the screen. It is a pattern by Ann Kabuto and whatever, something. I found this. I picked up a magazine from Joann's, probably like back in, I think it was 2020. And I saw it because it said something about pantsuits, jumpsuit. And I was like, oh, and it went up to size 32. Bet. So I picked it up, started working on it, right? I got one pant leg finished in this beautiful African fabric. Right? I think I had like 5 or 6 yards of this fabric. So I had just enough for the pattern. These is a pair of wide leg trousers with the suspender top to make it the jumpsuit. I had just enough. At one leg I had to like actually like piece together a little bit of the crotch area because it was rough. When I tell you, so several things happened. I didn't have too much trouble putting together the jumpsuit, I remember, or the pants. The instructions were fairly easy to follow. What happened was, one, I lost the instruction sheet, and I lost that sheet for all of 2020. The whole year of 2020, I lost the instruction sheet. So I'm online trying to find it, trying to find a brand. The girl website don't work, and okay. Then after many months searching, I randomly found out their Facebook page, their Instagram, that led me to the actual site that they were selling the patterns on, only to find out that these mugs was closing in like March. So I had to email everybody and their mama. Somebody sent me the instruction sheets. But only to find out that when I put that one pant leg on, I knew that these pants were not going to fit. And I had cut this at size 30. And this was before the... And I got footage of it. So I'll show you. So basically, this is one half of a pants. Everything cut out, it's just one half of the pants. I need to know how to grade pants back because not only is it not gonna fit, but it's not gonna be high waisted. I don't low rise, I don't mid rise. I only high rise pants. This video getting long, we'll move on. Last project is a recent one that I just finished yesterday. And it's not so much of it's a fail. It's a fail. It's not a fail. It is this macabre fabric. Y'all know how excited I was about this fabric, this pattern. Y'all know I flipped out over these sleeves. When I tell you, once again, the instructions were not clear. And nobody online have sold this pattern and made a tutorial of it. Ain't nobody made a pictorial of it. It ain't nobody blog. Ain't nobody mama, auntie, cousin, grandma sold this up and put the instructions and how they did it somewhere. I found, I think it's this fabric company and a few other ladies. They also sell patterns. And so they have ambassadors and they have made this pattern. And one girl was a plus size girl. She talking about she messed up the bust adjustments as well as the patterns wasn't as simpler or like as easy. The pattern, the instructions wasn't like perfect. Yeah, agreed. There were certain times I was like, what? Now I made this for myself. I have brought 2 or 3 different materials, fabric, to use for this. But the first one I made for myself because I actually need it for an event that I am hosting in like an hour today. And so I didn't record that one because I didn't have time. I needed it to be done. I finished it in a day. Finish is a relatively loose term, but the garment is sound, okay? What the problem came is with the fit issue as well as the sleeves. So the fit issue is the sleeves are too tight on me. And again, I cut this as a size 30. Okay? I did no grading. I did no adjustment. I did it a size 30. It goes up to a 32. I cut it at a size 30. And normally on my top, I'm a size 26. I gave myself grace because quarantine was real. And I was on my cycle, so I was bloated. And I cut up to 30. Okay? Sleeves too tight. And it stretches across the back. And not only that, I don't know how her sleeves sitting up like that. It's a lie. I'm going to show y'all what my sleeves look like. Here she go. Okay? Here she go. Okay? Now you may look at, now your sleeves up. Y'all see what I'm saying? Now, they said cut some netting and put netting inside. I don't have netting, so I just doubled up on some tulle. And this literally is the piece that they said to cut, fold in half, and sew it into the shoulder. She just flowing in the wind. But I need her because I gotta wear pink, and she fit into the decade that I gotta dress up as. She too tight. I will show image of what she looks like on. She too tight. I got 2 other fabrics that I brought specifically for this pattern, and I'm just like. So, anywho, guys, this video is longer than I wanted it to be, but I just wanted to come on here and talk with you guys and like ask you guys like, yo, is it me or these patterns got us out here tripping? I don't remember. I'm trying to remember what other patterns have I sold and I've had this much problem with. Oh, you guys remember that African some more African fabric? I made a shirt dress. I had to add panels down the side because it was a little too tight. Man, I'm trying to think. I feel like every pattern I've ever used, I've always had some problems with. I've always had to make adjustments halfway through or towards the end. I think the only one that never gave me grief was that Ashley Nail Tipton pattern, the jumpsuit. I'm probably about to say by the grace of God because I use stretchy jersey. That's crazy. I'm really trying to over here think like when I made that blue summer shirt dress, I had issues with that. I had to recut that several times. I actually had to go back to Joann's and get more fabric to recut that entire front. Man. Who y'all? I may have to hold off on uploading projects with patterns until I figure it out. Because I'm really over here thinking like, man, has every sewing project I've done with patterns been like a struggle or a fail? Is it just me? I can't be the only one. I can't be. Oh man. And that's another thing. The videos that I looked up for Mimi G on some of her patterns, there were certain things that she did or didn't do, but the instructions did or didn't do. So there were steps that she did that the instructions didn't have it, or she switched up the steps, or she just didn't do what the patterns did for that certain section or that piece of the item. And that happened for both the videos, the jumpsuit and the little wrap dress little thing. Y'all, I gotta reevaluate life. Anywho, guys, this video is getting long and I have to get ready to go host a party. I just wanted to come here, one, to show my face and explain to you guys why you haven't gotten any sewing videos from me from the past month, because your girl been struggling. I got this beautiful fabric. I've been cutting into stuff. I'm so excited, and stuff is not giving what it needs to be gave. It's not. And I don't believe in perfectionism. I believe with showing you guys what it is, real and raw. So you guys know I have uploaded videos where I was struggling and I told you guys what it is, but there at the same time there needs to be a level of excellence in things. So some of these past few projects, I was just like, I'm not finna upload this. It's not finished. It's not done. It's not fitted. So I thought, hey, how about I sit down and just talk and show you guys, and hopefully get a dialogue started on what is going on with these sewing patterns. Like, what's happening? Who is the fit model? What we doing? What we talking about here? Because it ain't it. She ain't it. All right, guys, I gotta put my phone on the charge for like 20 minutes because I'm gonna need it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for staying around, sticking it through, even when I disappear. Thank you so very much. I love you guys dearly. Please stay encouraged. Please remember to love yourself fully. If you guys want to support me anyway, you can check out my Instagram page at Nadia the Creator. I have an online boutique where I sell headbands, scarves, jewelry, all type of other things, purses and stuff. So make sure to check that out. I love you guys so very much. Always remember to love yourself fully. Until next time.